Hello guys, how are you doing? I hope you are fine after the Christmas. Now we are here between the Christmas and before New Year, So I hope you had a very nice Christmas and very merry one. So like mine was just fine. Was very okay. It was not just fine. It was marvelous. It was marvelous. It was so good that I received a lot of presents. As you can see over there, there is a video that I posted about my Christmas presents, which I got from people, which I got from friends, from workmates, and etc. From my family, loved ones, and whatever. You can just look there and you will see the video itself. It's so exciting. It's amazing, guys. I am tired. I am tired of friends. This is what I wanted to stream and tell you about my snake. And it's a snake. I came to realize that she is a very big snake. It is like this. When I came to Europe, I had no idea where to find friends, and I had no friends. So if you are new somewhere, you know how the situation is. So I came here and I had no one to turn to. I had no one to talk to. So, and I tell you thing before I start explaining to you how my best friend what my best friend did. So before I do that, guys, I want to tell you that the people here, okay, the people who come from your country, I say especially my country, all the people who are here and who have stayed here for a longer time. That's a cat walking here. A long time she was not awake. I think she was sleeping for some hours. Yet with anyone from their own country. So they are just like that. You can find someone seated there or in a bus or in a tram. You are talking on the phone with someone, maybe in your own mother tongue or in your own language. So, and they understand everything, but they can't talk to you and they can't greet you. So they don't want to associate with you. Things Many people from my country are like that. I have learned a lot and I have known them. I know how they behave. So they behave that they don't understand the language and they don't know what you are talking about. So it's so silly. If you understand what someone is talking about, if you know the language, why can't you say hello? Just for the sake of. No, but they pretend they don't understand the language. I went to school with someone from my country, from my own country, and he was saying that he was lying to me that he has the accent of my own language. you know. So, but I did not let him down. I did not do that. I did not want to shame him or um, to embarrass him. I just kept quiet and I always said hello, and that's it. And to make matters worse, he knew every part of my city. He knew every part of um, my country. Every part and every town and the places. He knew them. very well, and he was cheating me that he comes from Sudan. So I did not want to embarrass him, so I just kept quiet. And yeah, it is his own problem. It's not my own problem. If you deny your own country, what kind of person are you? you know if you deny that you don't come from a certain country, so what do you want in life? you know if you are born there, if you come from anywhere in the world, that's it. That's your home, and you have to be proud of it, even if the country itself is not good. You have to be proud of where you come from. If you are going to accept your country. So, guys, that was not my okay. That was part of my point, and it was not the main point. The main point was, as I was talking about, I want to talk about my friend, my best friend. So, guys, I was talking about the first time I stepped my feet in this country, in Europe, in Germany. Sorry. So I just walked on the road with my daughter and I, and someone approached me with kids, two kids or three kids, something like that. I can't remember very well. So she said hello, and okay, she had the guts to say hello to me. So I appreciate that, because, as I said before, many of us um, don't appreciate our origins, and they don't associate with the newcomers from their own country. So I don't know why, maybe jealous or something like that, I don't know. But you know this woman this woman said hello to me. She's the one who started saying hello to me. So I did not know whether she comes from my country or not, because she looked like she comes something like that. So I did not like to start the conversation, because I had no idea where she comes from. So I told her where I come from, and she was so surprised, excited that I come from her own country. So we started talking. We started exchanging words, and not quarreling, of course. We started exchanging um, stories, views, and opinions, about this country, and how she came, and the situation, how the people are. She started explaining to me, telling me how life is here. So it was like that, and we came to know each other, that we became friends, because my neighbor also, opposite, she was living opposite my apartment, and she told me, yeah, if you have any problems, if you want to know anything about here, just ask me. I will explain to you. I know, so you can ask me anything, because I live here with my kids. I live alone with my kids. I'm divorced, so things like that. So then I asked her how she managed to get papers and stay alone in Germany. So she said to me, "Oh, there was a misunderstanding between the ex-man and herself. So they had to quit ways. So she went with her kids. She found an apartment with her kids, and she left her ex-husband. Staying alone with kids, a single mother, a single mother from another country, a foreigner, like let's put it that way. So she told me life was good, and it can't be better than that. So she was fine. And I remember one day, okay, we stayed friends. We were friends. We were best friends, and she used to call me, and I called her, and share views and opinions, and jobs and something like that. So things went that way till my divorce. So during my divorce, I streamed a video over there. During my divorce, I was almost deported, guys. I was almost deported because this my ex-husband, is a German, German man. So he had a lot of advisors. So was okay. When we was living together, staying together, he was so kind, he was so good, and he was a gentleman. I'm not denying that, but um, at a certain point, he changed. He changed because I don't know why, because his mother was not also good to us. So his mother was like a racist, something like that. She did not like black people or colored people, something like that. I came to realize that you can just know people by um, how they handle you, how they are handling you. You get the results. You get, yeah, you just look at someone, you just um, hear what someone is saying or talking about you, and then you realize that she is not, or they are not so friendly to you, or they don't like you. So it was like that. His mother was not so nice. She was very like she was unkind. She was but she I can say that the best part of it, she was showing it openly. She was showing it openly. She was even speaking it openly. That, yeah, people from Africa, they only want to come here and get some money. Do you expect that I go to work and give you money, all the money I have worked for, so that I can't? Okay, so that it remains that I'm not here for money, so that you can understand that, okay, so that you can understand, you can take it that I'm not here for money. Okay, if I'm here for money, guys, I'm not here collecting money or going on the road and collecting money or stealing some money from people. I'm here, I'm working. I work, I sweat for my money. So if I give you my work, or if I offer you my job, maybe you can't do it. Maybe you cannot be able to do it. So let me do it peacefully without any bad feelings from you know. So my mother-in-law, my ex-mother-in-law was not so good. She was talking so bad about Africans and foreigners and whatever. They are here for money. They want only money, nothing else. So, guys, who doesn't want money? You can't live without money, my people. Even herself, she can't live without money. And I don't steal from her. I don't steal from her son. I just work for my money. Work hard for my money. In fact, I did not even take a cent. I did not even take some money from my ex-husband. You know, even I was buying clothes. I bought clothes, all my clothes, using my money from my salary. He did not buy anything. Anything. What he bought, I remember what he bought was my daughter's jacket, and what else? I don't know. Some small things for my daughter. But for these years we were married, he did not buy me any t-shirt, any shoes. Guys, I tell you, I was buying with my money. Because when I came here, I was a little bit clever. I started looking for jobs online, and I got some jobs. I remember my first job was in an hotel, and I was working like a housekeeper, you know, just making beds, cleaning the hotel rooms. So that was my first job, guys. And the money I got from there, I was buying my daughters and my clothes. You know, he was not buying anything, but he was paying rent. I'm not going to deny that. He was paying rent for us. But what is, I'm a 4 years that time. She was 5 years old and she was going to kindergarten. She was still going to kindergarten. And I was the one who was to take her, who was taking her to kindergarten. And then on the way, I took a bus or a train and went to work. And from work, I had to take my daughter to pick my daughter from the kindergarten and back home. He did not take my daughter to kindergarten, even though he had a car. He did not take her to kindergarten. He did not pick her from the kindergarten. His work was just paying rent, okay, and driving himself so back home. That was his job. That was all he was doing. And I had to walk. Okay, we were living in a place where there were no timing to time the train and time the bus. If the bus was not there, and if the timing was not so good, you had to walk some good 15 minutes to the kindergarten. I had to drive like 20 minutes to work, and then again back 20 minutes back home, and on the way, alight on the way and go 15 minutes to the kindergarten to take my daughter, and then again 15 minutes back home. That's a lot of walking. That's a lot of walking per day, That's a lot of walking. But it was okay because it was my first job. It was my experience. I was experiencing life here, and I come from Africa and walking is not a big deal. So it was just fine with me. So guys, I tell you, I have lived and seen a lot of things. So the point was, my best friend is Nick. So this best friend of mine, she promised to show me everything when I was divorced, when I in the process of divorce, it was when I was in this process of divorcing this man, my ex-husband. It was so depressing, so stressing, a lot of stress, depressing, a lot of things to do, a lot of papers to fill, a lot of forms to fill, a lot of applications, a lot of things, a lot of letters, to reply. And these letters from the lawyers, from the divorce court, from the German embassy, because when you start divorcing, you are a foreigner and you start divorcing before the given time, At that time, the maximum or the minimum time to stay with a German citizen was 3 years. So you have to stay with someone for 3 years so that you can get the papers Even if you divorce, you can't be deported after these 3 years, because you have the stay, you have the stay, the free stay. But my divorce, my ex-husband was timing that my divorce, how can I put it? My ex-husband was timing that he divorced me before the time. He was thinking that he's very clever. So he was just timing that he divorced me like after 2 years and some months. Not exactly 3 years, because he knew it. He knew that if this happens, he's going to pay for our stay. He's going to pay for our rent for 1 year. When the divorce, he wanted to hurry it so much that I get the divorce before 3 years, before that time, so that I can be deported straight. We can be we struggled, and I got some advice from people and from lawyers. I tell you, there is there is a center which is called Caritas. Caritas. You can go to Caritas if you have divorce, if you have something, family issues, if you have something you don't understand, if you have letters from lawyers or from court or from the government you don't understand, and you are a foreigner, you can go to that center, to that office, and you get some advice. They give free advice, and they are very good people. In fact, I am so grateful to them, because they helped me a lot. They helped me a lot, because I the landlord, because if you are divorcing someone, my ex-husband moved from our apartment, and he got himself a small apartment outside, a new small apartment. So I was left, okay, my daughter and I were left in the old apartment, and we had 0.0 idea what we are going to do with the apartment, with the expensive apartment. Yeah. And I don't even understand the language. I don't Okay, I understood the language, but not very well. The language, the governmental language is very difficult. Like the the letters from the lawyer, letters from the divorce court, they are so difficult. Sometimes you can't understand some words. It's not the simple Germany. They have some very difficult lines, and the laws you have to read and understand very well. So I had to get someone to interpret, and in my life again. And this woman said that she will help me. I will help you get the lawyer you want, a good lawyer. But she was just speaking, because we made some appointments with her. She told me, you just come and ring my bell, blah blah blah, and then we will just go. Some appointments, very important appointments, but she don't open the door. She don't open the door. And I tell you, sometimes they were inside the house. I could hear them talking, but they don't want to open the door. And okay, if she did not tell me to come to her place, I could have not come to her place. Of course, I could have gone alone, or gone to someone else to ask for help. But how can you tell someone, come to my place at this time, ring the bell, I will come and take you to a lawyer I know. And I come there exactly at that time. I ring the bell. You don't open the door. and I hear that you are inside. I hear the children playing and you are inside and you don't open that door. I ring and ring and ring until I'm tired. I go away. What kind of person is that? What kind of a friend is that? You know. And the last time we met, I told her, I came to your place. You told me that I have to come to your place, ring the bell so that we can go to the lawyer. But nobody opened the door. So she was like, oh, I was not around. You were not around. You told me to come. If you tell me to come, you give me an appointment. You have to wait for me, of course. You have to be there at that time. You were not there. You give me an appointment and you go away. How comes? That doesn't add up. That um, doesn't sound sensible. It's not it's not clever, of course. That's a lie. Just a open, pure lie. So, okay, I forgave her. There was no problem. I told her I just found a lawyer myself and I'm going to take care of everything myself. So it's no problem. You don't have to bother about taking me there or anything else. So it's okay. Everything is taken care of. So it was like that. And then another time. So another time, all those problems came to an end. I will share with you in the next video how I managed to just come through or to just conquer this problem of being deported. I'll just come to tell you and you'll just be very surprised. You will be surprised if I if I tell you that story. It was so stressful and then again it was interesting. So because we were not deported at last. We won the case. We won the case. It was so amazing at last. My ex-man was disappointed. He was disappointed until today. If I meet him, he apologizes every time he meets with me. He meets me. He apologizes every time for what he did, for the stress he brought us, and etc. Because he was so surprised how we managed to stay in Germany. But that's for another video. This video was purposely about my best friend. This friend of mine, we just continued with we continued being friends after that. After her failing to take me to the lawyer. So, but I forgave her. It was not a big deal for me. So we just continued with our friendship, and so within the course of the years, I got someone else. I got a partner. So I got a boyfriend, in other words, in short words. And this one, I stayed with him for 7 good years. 7 good years. It's not simple. It's not. It's not a joke. Because I am just a peaceful person. I'm not a person um, who, for example, gets married today and divorces the next day. If I if I am with someone, yeah, if I am together with someone, it's just that, unless that other person um, brings problems or brings stress in this relationship, that's when I can um, think otherwise. I can think to go my own way, because I don't like problems myself and I don't like stress. I grew in a very stressful situation, in a very stressful environment. So in a very stressful family, whereby my father was the problem, these African fathers, he was a dictator, I can say that. And in fact, in my life, I don't like stress and I don't like problems from anyone. It's better to stay alone than to stay with a narcissist. So, because I don't like every time remembering or just relating my relationship with my life, my life as a child, during my father's time, because he was a dictator to my mother, So I don't like that life. So I just um, concluded that in my life, I don't like that life I saw my mother going through when I was a child. So that's it. I am a grown up. I can take care of myself. So I don't need these dirty things. Dirty things. That's how we say it in our family. If so many things, I don't like these many things. So we just put it like, I don't like these dirty things. That's how we say it in our family. So, guys, and I was there now with when I got the new partner after my ex-husband. When I got the new partner, we stayed for 7 good years, and these 7 good years were just fine, just good, without any stress and nothing. So in these 7 good years, we we were still hosting my best friend to come and celebrate with us some birthdays, Christmas, New Year's, things like that. And she was also okay. She was hosting us also. It's not. It's not to mean that we were the only one who were hosting her. She was hosting us sometimes also to our place, and it was amazing. This was a good friendship. It was amazing, and she was very funny, very funny. You can just be very comfortable and you can laugh a lot with her, because she's a funny person. So, guys, in this time, in fact, almost the end of this 7 years relationship with this new partner, one time we had a disagreement somehow, which was very normal, which we were to come together and discuss and see um, the way forward. But the thing I did not know was that my best friend was discussing things behind my back with my partner, with my boyfriend, So they were just exchanging phones and what behind my back, you know. So one time, my boyfriend, this partner, asked me, um, that was the cat. How about your best friend? Has she got a do she have a do she don't she do she um does she yeah does she have a man or boyfriend or something like that? And I asked him, what about the African men from Nigeria you see every time in her place? That's her boyfriend. What's wrong with you? Because there was an African who was um, her boyfriend, for many years. I don't know how many. She had also a lot of friendships and okay. My best friend is the one who doesn't like. Is a woman who doesn't like white men. she likes black guys, and myself, I don't, I come from Africa, of course, and in Africa, there are many beautiful men, there are many handsome men, very nice ones, tall, dark, but I don't. How can I just leave those men there and come here in Europe and start dating black men? If I want to date a black man, I can date them in my country. There are so many men there. They are so handsome and tall and dark and whatever you want, you know. But I am not coming here in Europe and start dating um, my people, you know. So, or start dating. Okay, my people, as I told you, you don't find many people from my country, many men from my country here who wants to share something with you or who wants to speak to you. But from Nigeria, from the, let's say from the Western, West Africa, they are there. There are so many. They want to talk to you. Hello, sister. Hello, what? So I'm not no, I'm not in that category of dating. Yeah, yeah, we have different tastes, or do we? Don't we? We have different tastes in life or in relationships. You know. So if I want you, okay, and we have freedom. You can date whoever you want. I date whoever I want. So my taste is different from my best friend's taste. So that's how things are, guys. That's how things are. I don't hate anyone. I don't hate, of course, I don't hate the Western here, the West people, the people from Western countries here. They are very nice. They are so beautiful. Of course, the men are tall and dark and beautiful, handsome. But please save my time. I save yours. And okay, let's be sister and brother, and not more than that. So please, let's remain that way, but no relationship. So, guys, this best friend of mine was exchanging some phone numbers and messages and WhatsApp messages, with my partner behind my back, and asking for dates and arranging how they are going to take dinner in during the weekend or something like that, because we have a disagreement and things like that. So um so where okay I was okay where was I was where my partner asked me about my best friend, whether she has a boyfriend, so, and I told him that, yeah, the one you see there every time you go there from Nigeria is the boyfriend. So, and all in all, he wanted to date her for a dinner on a weekend, and he wrote her a message. I don't know how they exchanged the numbers, because I did not give my partner the number of my best friend. But I found out later that they were texting each other. So they text each other about dinner date and whatever, and about um, sleeping over in our place and things like that. And I saw something. So I saw like they were exchanging some messages. So I asked my best friend, "What's going on? What's going on?" And she told me, "Yeah, your boyfriend is texting me. So I asked her, you could have told me at first. Now, how many days, how many weeks have passed since you started texting each other? So she told me, yeah, he wanted to have a date with me, blah, blah, blah. And then I told him that, yeah, which restaurant, blah, blah, blah. In fact, I did not want to destroy anything for you. I wanted just to to test him, to test him, and then I call you later when we are having the dinner. I call you and you come there. Yeah, you come there and you see what kind of person he is. So, but I asked her, why have you not told me before? Now you are telling me after a week you have texted with him a week long, 1 week long. You could have told me at first, whether this one was a deal or not. Yeah, whether it was a deal, you could have told me. So you don't have to arrange a deal with my boyfriend behind my back, and then you tell me when I ask, okay, when I ask you, or you tell me if I found out, after I found out, is when you are telling me, when you are telling the truth. How can I know what happened this 1 week? So I asked my partner also, and he was like, yeah, she told me that she has no boyfriend, and yeah, she told me you don't have any problems. Her meeting with me for a date. And are you not ashamed after these 7 years? Even if we are going to part ways, how can you have the guts to date my best friend? How can you have the guts, really? You can date any other woman out there if you want, African or Asian or whatever you want. There are so many Africans there, African women. How, in the name of the devil, yeah, can you just go after my best friend? How comes? And you, my best friend, how? How comes? How the hell? What the hell? You know, how can you do that? All the men who are here in Europe, all the men, white, black, Asian, you know, Turkish, how can you, in the name of God, can you just go for my stupid ex-partner? Yeah, you know all about him because these years, for those years we have been talking about him, we have been talking about your boyfriend also, exchanging stories, how can you just go after him, only him? This is, and how can we be friends, how can we be um still friends? Okay, how can we remain friends after you start dating my boyfriend? So he will be my ex. And how can you date my ex and we are best friends? So that means if I come to your place, I will be finding my ex boyfriend there, and you there. Now he is your boyfriend. How do how do how do this situation work, really? This is stupid, and this is a stupid situation. So it means that I'm not going to be your best friend anymore. I stop being your best friend the time I stopped being the girlfriend of this man. So because it's normal. How can that work? That's a stupid situation, That's a stupid situation. I can't be visiting my best friend who is living with my ex partner. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? What are you telling me? What are you telling me? So it was like that. And I did not quarrel with her, nothing. But as soon as I found out they stopped dating, there are some people who are just there to destroy. And that's the cat. My God. Wait, last us. Last us. Last us. Guys, there are people who are just there to destroy people's lives and to destroy people's happiness, just to intervene there and destroy everything and make sure that you are just like them or you are worse, so they can be happy about it. I don't know how it is. I don't know what was in her mind or his mind, my best friend and my boyfriend. I don't know what was in their minds. I don't know whether they thought, I don't know, they thought that it might work between them. And I know very well it can't work because he knew her secrets and she knew how he is. How comes? So he was okay. I can say my boyfriend was an hypocrite because he was saying sometimes I can't date someone who smokes, and my best friend smoked. She smokes. Okay, I'm putting it like she smoked because she ceased to be my best friend. She's just nobody now. I can only meet her and say hello, hello, but we don't exchange any stories. We don't talk much, much like if I finish with someone, I don't hold grudges. Also, I try my best to forgive them, and if you forgive someone, then you are free, and you don't have this bad feeling. You don't have this heartache, you know, you are just free. If you forgive someone and you can meet them on the way and say hello and nothing more, that's the best weapon. That's the best weapon. You can just live that way and feel good about it. So I left this man. Now he is my ex boyfriend. And I don't share my life or my stories with this best friend. I just say hello on the way and nothing more. I don't invite her to my place, and she don't invite me also to her place because I think she's ashamed of herself after the incident. But I did not end the relationship just like that. I just ended the relationship just slowly by slowly. So we parted ways. And if she has a problem, texts. She has she just texts me sometimes and asks something like last week she wanted a driver or something like that, someone to move our things. I think she was moving house, so she asked me about, I know someone. I know a very nice guy who has a big moving or moving vehicle, big ones. and she was asking me about him, where he is, the number, and because she wanted to do some business with him. So yeah, why do I have to hold grudges with someone? It's not fair in this life. This life is for living, and this life is not. Don't waste your time uh, being mad, being mad about someone. So don't hold grudges all your life. They will kill you. You'll be the only one who is suffering. So don't do it. Just forgive someone, and but don't stop having things with him or with them. Stop having um, life issues um, like before. Stop communicating with them. Just forgive them and forget. That's how it is. That's how you have to live a. That's the only way you can live a very good life, without any depressions. So, guys, I'm looking at the cat here below under this table. She's so lovely. Nala, Nala. She's so lovely. So, guys, that's how I parted ways with my best friend. And I just made the story short because the story is so long. Because at first, if I tell you guys how, and I ended the relationship with my boyfriend, ex-boyfriend. Now he is my ex-boyfriend now, and I have nothing to do with him. But okay, I came to in these 7 years, I came to put his family in my heart. So his parents, his siblings, they are not young. They are the same age like me. So the family members, if I have to put it that way, his children, they are grown up. So I sometimes say hello to them. I sent messages. I sent like yesterday. No, like before Christmas, I sent them cards, Christmas cards, and some chocolates and some creams. Some creams. I sent them in a guys, that's normal. That's normal for me. But I did not communicate with him. I did not send him anything, guys. Don't think that I'm sending him anything. No, I'm just sending the family because it's awkward if you break with someone. If you break up with someone and you are still having you had the good relationship, this good relationship with the family. You don't have to break up with someone and also break up with the family members. It's awkward also. You know, you break up with someone and you keep on communicating with the rest of the family because they were friends. If they were narcissists and cruel, I could have not um, communicate. Okay, I could have not taken my time to communicate with them. I could have not taken my time. I could have not took my time. I could have not what okay, pure English. Like correct English. So guys, if you have this good relationship with your in-laws, and at a certain time you come to break up with your husband or with your boyfriend, you don't have to put them in one pot. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. You can just communicate with the others. If you had a good relationship with them, you can keep on communicating with them. and leave him behind, leave him aside, So I don't see any reason as to why you have to just put them just in the same category, So they did nothing to you. Only their son or um, their brother or their sister did something to you. So what the hell? Don't you talk to them? You have to talk to them, greet them, send them greetings during birthdays, Christmas, and that's how I do it myself. And I have a new partner, but I don't. It's not like I want to do. I want anything to do with him. No, I don't want anything to do with him. Just I want to keep the relationship. Um, this good relationship we had with the other members of the family, to keep the good relationship, is also good. It's also fair in life. It's also fair because they will be asking, oh, we were so nice together, we were friends, but when she broke up with our son or with our uh, brother, she's not interested to talk to us anymore, So it doesn't work that way, you know. It doesn't work that way. Those are different people, even if they have the same blood, but they are different people, and they loved you. They were good. They were good to you. Why do you have to break up with them also? It's not necessary, guys. So if you had a good relationship with your in-laws, with the siblings of your, I mean that. You know what I mean? Don't break up with them because you have broke up with their son, or with their um, brother. Just con- continue communicating with them as usual, as like before. It's not like it's not to mean that you want something to do with their son. No, it's just humanity, humanity and a good relationship you had. You don't have to hand it just um, that way without any reason. you know it doesn't work that way. Everybody has got his own life, and yeah, so guys, play it cool and know that my best friend betrayed me. So, and it was a blow to me because at that point I was so surprised if the two of them wanted to start something behind my back after 7 good years with this guy, with this man, and after that long time with my best friend, being a friend to her, and yeah, sharing everything. It was a surprise for me. So, guys, what I wanted to tell you at the end, because I am now finishing the video, is that don't trust anyone. Don't ever trust your best friend. You can share everything with them, but don't be sure that they will keep the secret, or don't be sure that they won't use this what you have told them to 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 step on you, to step you, to pin you down. I mean, in other words, to pin you down. Just be very careful. Choose very wisely your friends. I know you can't, okay, we can't choose friends sometimes. You know, we just go with whoever we you can just be friends with someone because they are funny or something like that, or because they have the same hobbies like you, they have the same interests, you know, they make you laugh, you know. But don't trust anyone. Share with them anything you want to share, ask them advices, but don't trust them. Be every time at the corner of your head or of your mind, leave some space for doubts, you know, for doubting them. I mean, so guys, thank you so much for passing by and listening to what I had to say today. If you have not subscribed, please do so. What are you waiting for, guys? Because the other video which is coming is it will be hot. So just subscribe to let to get some to get some notifications when I post something, and share share my video, like, give thumbs up, and just criticize me, advise me, ask me anything just there below to let me know what you think. Guys, stay blessed. As I said before, we are in the middle of, you know, Christmas and New Year. You know, New Year is coming still, and it will be so big, you know. So, guys, thank you so much, and I wish you a very, very happy New Year, and stay healthy. You know, just stay healthy. Let's about this corona or something like that. You know, guys, just, you know, one thing I came to realize is that you have to use home remedy, just like drink a lot of ginger tea, you know, lemon, things like that, like cucumber, cumin, oh, what do you call that one? Tumian, is tumian, or what do you call that one? Um, Also, what else? Those spices, guys, those spices are very good. You know, they are very good. If you use them, you are not going to get any cold. You prevent the cold. You know, you prevent fever and things like that. You can also prevent the coronavirus, you know, the COVID-19, with some home remedies. So, guys, don't be scared. Just relax, take care of yourself, wear the masks, wash your hands, disinfect hands anywhere possible, and let's see us in the next one. You know. So thank you so much. Sleep well, and let's see us very soon. You know. Okay. Bye bye.